Hello there, lovely people. How are you? I hope all is well and everything is fine on your end. Welcome back on my channel. You're listening to Light Channelings once again, and today I'm back with a new card reading for all of you. Before starting with today's reading, I'd first like to let you know that today's message starts with an appearance of number 1001. So if you've been seeing this number as well as number 22, so if you've been as well as number 373, so if you've been seeing these numbers, these are confirmation signs for all of you. Before diving right back into the reading, I'd first like to express my gratitude towards all of those people who are supporting my channel, sending me their best wishes, contributing in the form of their generous donations. Thank you so much for everything you're doing. Thank you so much for your love, for your care, for your consideration, for your appreciation, for everything. Be aware of the fact that all of you are in my prayers, and I hope, wish, and pray that may God blesses you with all forms of abundance in the most beautiful way, and may all your wishes come true in the most perfect opportune timing for your highest good. Thank you so much once again. Now we will dive right back into the reading, and I'll start with the very first message, the very first line, the very first statement, which is a very positive statement, and I hope and believe that you're going to feel really very light after listening to this reading. Your counterpart has built up walls and have really learned how to defend themselves and take charge of their life. They are very upset and ashamed at themselves because of how they've acted and behaved with you in the past, and everything they've done against your dignity and against your honor. They are sad and filled with sorrow on treating you like an option and always keeping you at their arm's length. I mean, at arm's length from them. They know that they've hurt you a lot by being a player or acting like a player or just choosing to be a player while you were here waiting for them to make a decision and move towards you. They know that they've not been a very great human being, especially when it came to your subject, and they just wanted to have their freedom and enjoy their life while keeping you stuck in your life. They are very well aware of that, and now they are changing their ways. That's why I said a lot of you are going to feel light and relieved after listening to this reading, because it's very beautiful. They're shutting people down. They do not want to speak to anyone. They are spending a lot of their time being alone, thinking about everything that they've done, and as well as planning for their future as well as yours, because they see you in their future. They want to come rushing back, but they are afraid that you might reject them, so they are stalking you from afar, and they are seeing that you are growing and glowing without them, which is very threatening to them, and they are not very happy about the fact that you've built yourself up from scratch, and you've proved people that this is how a journey from rags to riches sounds like and looks like. You're living your life as a positive example, and that hurts their ego a little bit, but more than that, it's hurting those people's ego, arrogance, and pride who rejected you, maybe fired you from workplaces because you were different and you had a very strong aura. They did not like that. They did not wanted you to prosper in your field, so they looked you down, kicked you out, called you names, misjudged you, interpreted your truth with their own lies, and things like that. These people are very upset seeing you flourishing and prospering in your life, and they don't have much to say. I'm seeing number 44 right now. They don't have much to say, but they are just having a very bitter feeling in their heart, as well as for them your growth, advancements, and the promotions you're having in your life may not just be in your career field, overall, how you're glowing and growing, they have a bitter taste in their mouth as well about that. Okay, they are also stalking you from afar, and these can also be your counterparts, friends, especially male friends, who were strongly against you and their connection because in their eyes you were not a perfect fit for your counterpart in the past. They were judging you for how you look, how much money you've got, and your background. But now when they see that you're breaking barriers, restraints, and constraints on your own, and you're powerful enough to stand against people like them, now they are having a bitter taste in their mouth about that as well. Their ego and pride and arrogance is crushing themselves down because they feel like you've crushed that in their mind. Your overall personality, the way you carry yourself, your confidence, your courage threatens them. They haven't ever met anyone as strong, as powerful in terms of having dignity, morals, values, and principles. They haven't met anyone like you ever in their life, and they never had a chance to face someone as strong, feminine as you are, and that makes them think somewhere they are less than you, less of a man, I would say, because they were having that, they were bringing in their manhood in between, that manly attitude or arrogance, whatever you want to label it. I hope that you're able to understand what was the problem with these men. They were arrogant and proud because they were your counterpart's friends, and your counterpart prioritized them over you, especially because they did not approve of you, and they are men. So it's all about patriarchy, dominance, that which you're breaking. They can see that. They can sense that you're not someone they can look down on or insult or humiliate. If they ever try to, they will receive a very strong answer, which might shut their mouths down. They know that very well. And I'm seeing number 88 and 77 as well. I should, okay. I was about to take the screenshot, but it flipped out. So that's what's happening. See how many confirmation signs we're getting in this reading. They are also feeling very threatened about everything you are and everything you do, your overall personality and everything. So your counterpart is also shutting their friends down, or anyone who came up with lies or rumors to fill into their mind with an intention to stop them from coming towards you or change their decision, which they saw your counterpart making in front of them. They did not like that. That's why they tried to block it down, but it did not work, because your counterpart is leaving a very unhealthy situation they were into, especially if they were in a very toxic connection with someone, possibly with a romantic inclination. They're cutting that person out. They've shut themselves down. They've shut that individual, that girl, possibly the woman, down. I'm saying woman because that's what I see here. You do not have to remain fixated on the labels and the genders here. Okay, take it how it resonates. If you know that it's a guy in your situation, that's going to be true for your situation. That's true for your situation. That's what I mean. They're leaving that situation, and if that means lying, being sneaky or deceptive, they are doing that. If it's required and necessary in order to leave that situation or that person, because that individual was very, very controlling and dominating, it was not very easy for your counterpart to make them understand that they do not want that connection anymore, and it's not for anyone's highest good, and it has just turned out to be very toxic than what they thought it to be before. It was not that easy. So your counterpart made a strategy to escape out of that situation, and it worked. It worked because the other individual is not someone with dignity and morals. They do not respect other people's boundaries. Instead, they attack and gaslight and threaten if someone tries to take a stand for themselves or crosses the boundaries they've created. I hope that makes some sense. It's all about dominance and control this individual wanted to have over your counterpart, but something happened. It's a possibility that something was revealed to your counterpart about this individual they were with, and they clearly understood that it's not good to be around this individual any longer, or they might have gotten hit with this realization that if they want you back in their life, which they desperately want to. They desperately want you back in their life. So in order to make that a reality, it's very, very important to shut the door on these people, let go of their player ways, their negativity, toxicity, indecisiveness, habit of deceiving people, being sneaky, deceptive, habit of lying, and such sort of things. They clearly understood that, and now they are making those changes. They've escaped from this individual, they were successful enough, but at the same time, whoever this third party is, if it's a romantic interest they were involved with, if these individuals were or are their friends, or this girl or guy they were involved with, can clearly see that your counterpart is acting sneaky and treating them the same way they treated others. Or I would say your counterpart is giving them the taste of their own medicine. They can clearly see that. They know very well that your counterpart is deceiving them, lying on them, and they are making plans to escape from their prison and run away from them overall. These individuals, or this one person, was trying everything they could to keep your counterpart under their claws. It did not work. It's not working at all, because they have successfully cut this person out, or these individuals out of their life. And now what's happening is that these individuals are standing there watching you from afar and just hating on you. They are just being hateful, jealous, and envious for no reason. I mean, yes, the reason is that your counterpart chose you over them, and they are making the changes for their own highest good. They chose their own happiness and love over these people's toxicity, negativity, and facade. They do not like that. Okay, they do not like that. And with that being said, universe wants to let you know that you are protected, so do not worry. Yes, these people are wishing harm on you, but they won't be able to harm you. You're protected from any and all kinds of harm. So rest assured that there are hundreds and thousands of angels, guides, and ascended masters who are watching over you, and nothing these people will ever do is going to work. They will never succeed on trying to hurt you or harm you in any way, shape, or form. Okay, whoever these third party individuals were or are, they are receiving karma for what they did. They're upset, burdened, they do not have much on their plates, especially if we talk about finances and money. They're struggling to make their ends meet, some of them, not all of them. And the biggest defeat they feel they've got in their life is seeing you win in front of them and seeing your counterpart leaving them for you. It's hurting them very much, but they brought it on selves. They brought it all upon themselves by their own deeds, by the results of their own deeds. So there is nothing much we can say or do about that. Your counterpart is feeling victorious after ending that situation, because it was very hard for them to move out of that toxic environment they were in or created for themselves by getting involved with people they shouldn't even have given any attention to in the first place. They've learned and understood that very well, and they've clearly realized that if they want you back, they'll have to let go of their old ways, because old keys do not fit in, I don't know what's the saying, I don't remember it actually. They just know that they can't come back with their baggage. They have to come back with a clean slate if they want to have a new fresh start with you, because they know very well you do not need them at all. Yes, you may want them, but you do not need them, and that is making them bring these changes in their life. They are coming back with an offer. They're ending things with other individuals. They're stalking you and they're trying to make their move, but they are upset at themselves and they are ashamed of themselves for hurting someone like you who only loved them from the bottom of their heart with utmost purity they could never find in anyone else in their whole life ever. They know that you're someone who usually finds out what they're doing, where they are, where they're going, if they're acting sneaky or stupid, if they're being arrogant or prideful, if they're coming back with their old tricks or tactics. They know that very well. So now they want to make sure that they are not coming back with that dirt back. They want to return back as someone you'll accept and embrace with love and respect, not with hate or disgust or resentment. They want to clear that up now. The only thing that's bothering them right now is the confusion they're having in their mind as to whether you'll accept them back or not. Because they know the kind of mess they've created and the hurt they've brought you cannot be easily forgiven or forgotten. They crossed their limits in possibly humiliating you, insulting you, or hurting you to an extent where you had to walk away from them and shut the door on them forever. They can see that you're not looking back. They can see that you're not coming back on your own, no matter how much they spend their days or nights waiting for a text or call from them. For some of you, not for all of you. Those who are doing their work, they would be acting and behaving in this way, like how I am explaining. The one who are still texting, calling, giving hints are not. This reading may not resonate with you completely. Yes, bits and pieces may, but not complete, especially not the part that which I'm talking right now. Because complete justice is only going to get served when you come back in your power and you do not chase your counterpart at all. At all. It's once you detach and focus on yourself only on yourself, they will come running back towards you, and they'll end all the karmic connections and contracts, because they'll feel that rug getting pulled out from under their feet. And that is very disturbing for them. They cannot handle that at any cost. They can't lose you. You must understand that, but that realization is only going to happen when you're not there, and they can sense that before it gets too late. They'll have to do something or the other. Okay, they're saying that, oh, I'm sorry, they'll understand that. They'll finish off with all the nonsense they've been doing behind your back in secret. They don't want to have any secrets with you. They don't want to keep anything hidden from you, especially if it's of toxic nature or if it involves other women or men they were involved with in the past, possibly in the recent past. They don't want to continue with that lifestyle, way of living, behavior, or actions at all. So they are changing that. They're cutting people out. They're changing their attitude, behavior. They are looking back at you. They are learning your worth and value. Universe is helping them understand who's the one they truly love and who's the one who truly loved them from the bottom of their heart. They've made comparisons, and at close quarters they understood who's who and who was the one and who was not the one for them. They can clearly see who had given them suggestions for their best interest, or who was trying to interfere in their life on purpose, intentionally, deliberately, because it was pumping up their ego and pride, as they felt they were in control. They can clearly see that and understand that. It doesn't matter who these individuals were. They can see that. That's all that matters. So right now they're strategizing and planning to take action towards you. They feel fearful, so they think it's better to work on themselves and wait a little bit for the perfect timing to understand how they can come back and make that offer or communicate with you, because they want their future with you and only you are the one. They don't think of anyone else. They don't want to replace you with anyone else. They have understood and realized you cannot be replaced. There is no one who can replace you. Some of them may be looking for jobs or changing careers so that they can match your level. If they lost a job, or if their career was not at all in place, they're working on that because they know security is much more needed than love to live a practical life and make ends meet. So money is also as important as love. Love in itself cannot pay bills. You need money for that. So be practical as well. That doesn't mean money is above love. No, that's not what I mean. There is a balance we aim at achieving in our lives. We should aim at achieving in our lives in all areas. Okay? So they're working on building their wealth and finances. You should continue to work on yourself, because that's the key. And soon these little petty problems are going to clear away. once you come back in receptive mode, in receiving mode, they will come back with an offer, and you two can have a conversation like mature adults, not like toddlers or teenagers, or especially like this, like the individual they left behind, the woman who's all about quarreling, shouting, cursing, blaming, fighting, creating drama to control the situation and keep them hooked. No. And I think that's the reason they understood that they are with the wrong person, because I don't think that you ever treated them with that kind of energy. Coming from that kind of energy, yes, you may have spoke your truth, but in no sense you could have ever created drama like this. So that was something which clicked and helped them see who's who and who's doing what. So this was the reading for you. Other than these messages, universe also has few messages, and they are clear, very clear. Universe wants to tell you that it's possibly not the right time, because healing is needed and you need to gather more information. You will receive an opportunity to come back together and have success in this connection, but right now is not the right timing. Okay, I'm seeing number 286 again, like how it appeared in other readings. It's coming up repeatedly, so pay attention. They're saying right now is the time to focus on your health and focus on recovery. If you are struggling with health issues, know that you will recover, and after that you will get the opportunity to reunite with your counterpart. You cannot get back into each other's lives with these health issues. That's what they're saying. So right now is the time to heal and rejuvenate and recover. Okay, this was the reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me, and now I'm seeing number 33. Pay attention to these numbers. Now I'm signing off. If you'd like to take back, if you'd like to take any service, please check the description box below, or if you'd like to contribute, the link is given in the description box below. Okay, so now I'm signing off. Thank you so much for listening and stopping by. Take care. Love you.